Okay, I think we are live. What's going on, everybody? Ben Heisler from Fantasy Sports Markets with you for the next couple minutes or so. We have a big show for you Sunday. It'll be myself and Justin Fensterman from SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio and Fantasy Alarm. He will be with us for our live streaming show. It is back, and we're going to be on from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. East Coast time. That's 9:30 to 10:30 Central time. We're going to be with you guys each and every week for football season, getting you ready, getting your lineups together, answering all of your daily fantasy questions for your season-long questions as well. We are all going to be here. But, some of you may have never played daily fantasy before. Maybe you're looking to get into it, this year. And also, some of you may not have played over at Fantasy Sports Markets, and I'm telling you that that's okay. So what we have in front of us right now is the homepage over at fantasysportsmarkets.com. It has everything from the different Superflex banner at the top. That's something that we're introducing new this year. The ability to play multiple quarterbacks, 2 quarterback lineups. Just have a little bit more flexibility, and also that you're noticing the 200,000 plus up for grabs in week 1. Also, we have the 100,000 up for grabs every week in college football. So if you haven't put together a lineup yet, feel free to go ahead and do so. There's plenty of contests for you guys to jump in all throughout the day. Just because kickoff started at noon Eastern doesn't mean that you guys are all of a sudden done and won't be able to play. So I want to give you guys a quick opportunity, show you how to put together a lineup for football season for this year. So we're actually going to go to the NFL page right over on the main part of the lobby. And again, to be able to enter all these different contests, you need to make sure that you are signed in. That's pretty critical here. Obviously, if you're not signed in, you're not going to be able to get in on the NFL page. Also, again, something that we're going to be doing this year, and of course, this is what always happens when it's not loading up right when you need it to, which is always fun. But we will be taking your questions all throughout the season, leading up to the injury reports at 10:30 Central Time. So that's going to be just a critical opportunity to make sure that you guys are able to get your lineups in. In the meantime, let's go ahead and just get reset up then. How's everybody's Saturday doing? Hopefully your college football lineups are doing well. Everything is working and going pretty smoothly. All right, so let's go back to the NFL page. There we go. It just was taking a second to load before. So here's our NFL draft lobby. All the different contests, you have the Thursday through Monday, so if you want to incorporate, Houston and New Orleans for Monday, you can enter that one. But look at all this overlay right now for Sunday. So let's go ahead and I'll show you for an example on how to put together a Superflex lineup for FSM. And to make sure that you are signed up and ready to go. Here we go. So as everything is starting to load in, you'll notice you have the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and Superflex. There are 2 Superflex positions along with the defense. And let me show you how easy it is to put a lineup together. There's no salary caps, so you're not worrying about, well, can I afford Pat Mahomes, and can I afford somebody like Travis Kelce, and what about Tyreek Hill if I want to do a full-on Chiefs stack? You just don't have to worry about it. So all you're doing is putting together your lineup. And this is not the Beat Benny Heights lineup, which you can enter as well. But I'll just go through an example of a particular lineup that I might be intrigued by for this week. So Jameis Winston got a great matchup at home against Tampa Bay. They're going to open up the offense a ton this year. Saquon Barkley is going to get just so much volume in this system. I really am a fan of him. Christian McCaffrey's a guy that I really like. Same with James Conner in the Sunday night game. But let's go ahead and throw in Leonard Fournette. Fournette's got a great matchup at home against Kansas City. I think Fournette's probably going to be one of my top running back plays on the slate. Over at the wide receiver spot, Adam Thielen could be locked into a really nice matchup. I really love Juju Smith-Schuster this week. And I'm going to go ahead and pair Jameis Winston with Mike Evans. Again, this is just a sample lineup showing you how to put together a lineup in almost a minute over at fantasysportsmarkets.com. Tight end Travis Kelce is almost always in play, but I'm going to run it back with that Tampa Bay side with George Kittle, and I think he's in a fantastic spot. Now we got the Superflex. So if you think Pat Mahomes is going to put up a huge game, or maybe you want maybe a running quarterback that can get you a 6-point touchdown. So I think Lamar Jackson, great matchup on the road at Miami. I'll go ahead and put him into the Superflex spot. And then I still have one more guy that I can decide on what I want to do with. So Do you want to fade Mahomes? Do you want to play Mahomes? I'll go ahead and throw in Christian McCaffrey because I expect that game to be high scoring between the Rams and the Carolina Panthers. And the defense, go ahead and let's go with Baltimore. They're my survivor team this week, and I think they have a fantastic matchup, like I said, against Miami. So then you go down. The tiebreaker, that is your expected final total score for your team. So if you're looking at all the different fantasy points per game, you'll notice that, okay, the Rams average 8.75 fantasy points per game in 2018. If you were looking at some of the running backs from before, Saquon Barkley, 24, Christian McCaffrey. So usually these numbers add up to somewhere around the 140 to 170 range, but that's what your tiebreaker would be. So I'll say for this case, it'll be 170. Oh, look, a promotional code. If you use promo code TQE, thanks to our relationship with my buddy Derek Brown and our good friends over at the Quan Edge, and look for Elliot Christ's article with all of his favorite FSM plays coming up on thequanedge.com tomorrow. You use that promo code, that'll get you $5 to use without a deposit required. And that's it, guys. That is how you put together a lineup at Fantasy Sports Markets. Highly encourage you guys to check it out. Use that promo code. It is basically a free entry into any of our $5 contests, or you can pile it on and basically get half off of the $10 entries. There's also, you can use the Beat Benny Heist for 5 weeks in a row. There's so many different ways that you can go with this. So I'm excited for you guys to join us tomorrow. Remember, it is 10:30 to 11:30 East Coast time, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Central time. It is myself. It is Justin Fensterman. We will have a full streaming show answering all of your fantasy questions. We cannot wait. And thank you guys for being a part of us this season at FSM. It's a really fun time, and it's a new way to play daily fantasy sports without those salary caps. And I should mention, too, over $200,000 is up for grabs in week 1. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Any questions, hit us up on Twitter at FSM Contests. Also, last but not least, the FSM network. So if you're watching this on Periscope now, you can do that again tomorrow, or we will be streaming live to YouTube as well. So there's plenty of places for you guys to be able to watch us and enjoy the show and get your questions answered. So thank you for watching. We will talk to you guys soon.